Into McWhirrs, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Coppertop Cannoneers. And last time we built a Warhammer. It is a truly glorious Warhammer, and we're not going to see that Warhammer for like 8 or 9 episodes, just because of the way, in fact, that it's going to take like 30 days to build. But once it's built, we'll have it. It'll be great, and it'll be fun, and we'll kick some butt. So let us rock and or roll, as the case may be, off on the mission, where we shall kill everybody that we come in contact with, because that's how this works. We're actually hoping to capture quite a few people. So we're really here to steal all of your stuff. There's 2 scenarios that I would actually really enjoy. One is we run into a really nice heavy mech or assault mech. Another 100-tonner would not go bad, especially if it's not an Omni mech. If it's an inner sphere 100-tonner, we got a lot of room to play with. The other thing, though, would be lots of really high expensive vehicles, because as we've noted, it was actually brought up in the last stream, or the stream before that, that one of the really good ways of making a whole lot of money, because of the way that parts are currently priced at, vehicles are worth an incredibly huge amount of cash. Like, it's $250,000 for like a 70-ton vehicle. So you blow one up, you get 3 parts immediately. That's that's 1.5 million Seabills to just sit on the field. So yeah, we probably want to make sure that we can control that. I want to start up here. I'll have to walk through this, but I will have a hilltop. Taking the hilltop. The hilltop is going to slow down the game rather significantly, but it'll also give me a vastly superior position to engage the enemy from, and that is one of the main things that we're looking for. We want to make sure that we're actually controlling the battle space. All right, let's go to the battle cam. I don't know why we're calling it this. Oh, did it miss the transition entirely? Oh, really? Now I feel like I have to do it, just to make sure that we get it. There we go. Okay, lovely. What have we got? Who are we killing? Apparently we're looking for a beach. That's going to be a fun time. Who's out there? What do we got? Is that a Wordle Blake mech? It looks like a Wordle Blake mech. So we have a Griffin, which is boring. We have what is, yeah, definitely a Wordle Blake mech, because it's got all the spikes. We do have potentially 1.5 expensive vehicles. This looks like a medium, maybe even a heavy carrier if we're lucky. This could be an Alicorn or just a heavy carrier as well. Do we still field vehicles? We absolutely do. Vehicles are superior when it comes to a lot of things. So yeah, we 110% field vehicles, because vehicles allow us to cheaply get a lot of firepower into the field. My memories just got erased. Oof. I do feel sorry for you. Oh, is it because of the transition? Figured I wanted something semi-sci-fi and like cool and electronic, and this was like, hey, this looks perfect for it. But apparently, no, please no. We have potentially another Atlas on the field. So now we're gonna have to do something about that. All right, we're still reserving. We are still just chilling. Depends on what vehicles it is. Hover vehicles seemingly worth a ton. With stealth even more. Yep, hovers especially. Hopefully we may actually run into one. That could have hurt, I imagine, unless it's like a rack 2 or something, in which case it would have been a light tickle and we would have been able to completely ignore it. Steiner Squad incoming one. Please no. I am so done with Atlases. Like, I built one because it's now especially, yeah, it's an Archangel. Okay. I built one. I don't want to build any more. They're boring. They're so boring. Oh, we got another bot. Come to me, bots. I shall break you. Boop. Go on. Yeah, another Atlas. No. God, no. Why do people like the Atlas? I don't get it. Like, maybe if I were driving it, but like, I've got 2 of you in my mech lab already. I don't need any more. You are cool looking. I will not deny that of you, but I don't want to bother with it. I really don't. The trio of Atlas brothers. Yes, we're running the 3 Amigos Atlas. What's the dance? It was like half of the Macarena and then they did Olé. Next. Still nobody. Actually, we're reserving. I keep forgetting that we're reserving down to the bottom, as you know. Strip it and sell it. See, that's somebody who's got an idea. The thing is, I think the vehicles are worth more. But even the Atlas parts. The Bash Brothers? Isn't that D2 the Mighty Ducks? I think it was the Bash Brothers in D2. Can my camera not be like that? Okay. Name it after the Tres Amigos. We would have to get permissions from several people to rename mechs that have already been named. It is the mask that everyone likes, the Atlas. Oh, I can't stand them. They're just so boring. Big ballistic on the side and a whole bunch of medium lasers, but there's nothing like cool about it. I don't draw pictures of well, no, I might draw a picture of an Atlas because it's so easy to draw. It's just ugly. Or name yeah, baseball players too. Now the Three Musketeers. I've never actually read the original of that book. I've only watched a couple of movies about it. Yeah, another Griffin, which is another boring mech. Although this Griffin has some sort of Gauss weapon, I'm going to assume it's a... I'm going to assume it's the light anti-personnel gas. So if it's that, then it's no threat at all to us. But, I mean, it is a 55-tonner, and it could have an XL engine, so God only knows, but it is weird to have a Griffin with a ballistic mount. Archangel is going to swing on back our way, and continue to try and bomb this light carrier. He's hitting a couple of times, but the light carrier should have no trouble actually getting on out of there. And then they will have no way of interacting with us whatsoever until we decide that we want to murder them. Archangel's 100 ton, isn't it? That would be more interesting, but I also think that it's an Omni-Mech. I know it's Word of Blake, which makes me assume that, but I don't quite know, and I'd have to look it up. We get it, Arizona Ranger. You have a point defense system. It is amazing and cool. You don't have to fire for that long. Doop. Done with. There's a tiny damage across the board. Got no trouble with that. Rubble. Somebody's actually sharing an initiative with you, so oh no, there's two more coming up. Jesus. We can't, I don't think the Atlas has moved yet. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, Gauss rifle and 2 large lasers and scattering of missiles. That's pretty normal. That's the Succession Wars or the just post Helm Memory Core Atlas. So I believe it's an LRM-20 Gauss rifle. I also think it is an XL engine, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's Boarhound, because Boarhound has a... I want to say UAC-10, but it might just be an LB-10. And Boarhound is a fast Atlas, because it is packing a 400-bit fusion core and an XL engine to make use of that 400-bit fusion core, which is rather amazing. It was actually the Atlas that I ended up using for a significant portion of one of my MechWarrior 5 campaigns, because it was like you couldn't do much to it, and also XL engines were free in vanilla. And yes, it's an Omni-Mech. Of course it is. Are we good? Is everybody done launching missiles at me so I can finally break them? That's all I really want. All right, Arizona Ranger has a long trip ahead of it. We're going to make sure that we turn on the supercharger just to try and shorten that trip a little bit as we go down the mountain. Isn't that the Boar's Head? What, this Atlas? No. No, Boar's Head is 6... I want to say 6 medium pulse lasers, an LB-10, and an LRM-20, but I'm not sure about that missile launcher at all. But then it has an XL engine and 400 fusion core, which you could get your hands on in MechWarrior 5, but you couldn't modify any of the stats, and technically XL engines were free. They basically gave you half engine weight, but there was no downside to it. It was better than Clan XL engines because you could lose both side torsos and still be rocking it with it. So not the most impressive show, but certainly something to take use of. I mean the one you were running around in. Yes, it was a Boar's Head. I used it a lot. I enjoyed it. I liked the brawling nature that I could bring to the table with the pulse lasers. I'm not sure if they were ever actually like traditionally well balanced, but I enjoyed it. Although the cannon felt weak for obvious reasons. Eventually we moved to a... God, what's it called? A King Crab, which was pretty interesting. Alright, big brother. Let's see what we got. What can I do with you? I can run you out of harm's way, or I can have you engage. I'm going to actually try and have you engage a little bit. You're going to lose a lot of evasion, but you have very blunt and straightforward armor. Terra loves Hero Mechs. I mean, it was the only thing worth collecting. I liked any mech that was good, but Hero Mechs proved an special challenge and a primary target, I suppose you could say. So they were just a little bit more special than the other mechs that you might run into. Ultra Gauss, obviously. Hopefully you please don't jam this anti-90s. It is a jammable gun, and when it jams, it breaks. That's a rocket launcher carrier. You gotta be kidding me. We want to stay far, far, far away from this guy, because he's back in rocket launchers, and I believe in MRM-40. His initial, like, just burst of missiles can kill if he's moderately accurately, up to 65 tons. If he's very accurate, nothing is safe. So just be careful, and don't die. Alright, like here, get on out of there. Pull back a little bit, turn, and then just bombard. That is your job. We all love the hero mechs because they had the good bits in them. Yep, they were the only place to actually like really create something interesting or new in MechWarrior 5. Because the simplified slot system is so stupid. And I know people who were defenders of it, and they're like, no, it's a good idea because it creates variation in the mechs. But like the mechs ain't mine because I don't get to do anything. Gridiron was up. Gridiron has a Gauss rifle in its shoulder. There's actually nothing like special about Gridiron, if I recall correctly. It has ferrofibrous armor. Okay, so it does have like a ton and a half maybe worth of stuff that it gets back, but yeah, you pack a Gauss rifle in that sucker. It's basically a straight swap. A one-shot vehicle? Wait, what? The left shoulder had a missile slot? Oh. Gridiron does not have missiles, though, if I recall correctly. Or am I wrong? It might. All I know is that when I first ran into Gridiron, people got super excited. I was like, wait, what? Am I missing something? I feel like certain information has been omitted. And they're like, no, this mech was specially designed by somebody. A triple Gauss Marauder. I don't think that's possible. Oh, but, well, we have it. We had a cooler one too, but it currently had its arm shot off, so no more. Unfortunately, we're not packing triple clan Gauss. It's a double clan and a light ultra Gauss, which is a little disappointing. So you could go for Gauss range for the SRM for the close-up. Yeah. But it doesn't use, but it has the slot. Also, vanilla SRMs so OP. Yes, vanilla SRMs are the most OP, and I, for one, find that to be absolutely hilarious. All right, we're gonna take up our accuracy a little bit. Get that 71% for the main Gauss rifle. Tap. Oh, every single shot right onto it. It is indeed the Zorg ZF1. Replay mode, another Zorg invention. One shot, and every following shot goes to the same location. Just set up a watch party for it. Technically, I can do watch parties for like certain movies. Like, what do I want to do? What's interesting? Does the Gridiron have an XL engine? It does not. Gridiron is very bog standard. You only need to make one more ton for the Gauss rifle, and I think that ton comes from ferrofibrous armor. Although it might be endo, but I thought it was armor because Gridiron is incredibly simple. Do I only have the script? I also have the Fatless. Yeah, I think those two are medium lasers, and I'm fairly certain it's an alarm 10 or an alarm 15. I just do not remember for the life of me. We gotta do something about that. 33%, yeah. Pop him! Hit him in the face! He does have a Gauss rifle. I think you hit. Wait for it. Wait for the game to think about it. You hit! Good job! Okay, see, we're making progress. You can get up to a 3. If I throw the jet booster, can I like get up much faster than this 3? Because I'd like to be able to 4 or 5. That's the same layout as for the Atlas RS. Yeah, I believe it. It's not a complicated design. It's a cool design, but it's probably one of the most useful Atlas design. 4 energy, 1 ballistic, 1 missile. Oh, the Cretan Atlases have a missile? Oh yeah, of course they do. They take out the AC-20 and use more useful weapons inside of it. You got nothing. Just chill. Lord, I wish this game had a recordable feature in-game for awesome turns. That'd be pretty cool, actually, to be able to set it up so it'll record the turn and then you get to use the camera angles. That'd be great for machinima, but I don't think anybody actually does machinima anymore. I know there's companies that do like full 3D animation about games, but it's not technically machinima because they're not using the game anymore. They're just using the idea of the game. Fire! Perfect. The follow-up, not so much, but I don't need the follow-up. Never mind, the follow-up was instantly brutal. Hey, remember that recording feature that we were just talking about? So the shell managed to nail the Atlas and has made him unsteady. And then the Arrow 4 landed behind the Atlas onto the rocket launcher, which had already been weakened earlier, and blew that up. I don't think a more fortuitous miss could possibly exist. So good job. It's still turn 1. So you have done some amazing work. I'm impressed. Okay, little Tommy is going to take some time to actually get to the front. Little Tommy is a short-range howitzer. He does not do the long-range artillery gig yet. Kind of like the discrete. I enjoy it as well. It's up to you, though. Well, actually, no, we are going to have to change it. Most likely, because, like, people are complaining about the flashy light. So I can't, like, as much as I'd like to keep it, like, I'm not going to do that. Be a bit of a dick move, you know? Oh, Rommel, you can do this. I'm going to shut off the RPPC with the hope and praying that you're going to be accurate next turn. I've been able to double up on that. Gotta love it when a miss isn't a miss. Yep. I will also accept misses in the form of shells that hit buildings behind the target, and then you watch as the building collapses. Those are awesome as well. I shall accept those. Alright, Redhead Child, gonna rush on down, do its best. If I can hit Atlas, I don't believe Atlas, or never mind, we're not in range for the heavy armor anyway. But I don't believe that water washes off acid. Oh, how close are we gonna get? Can I hit the whole board here? I mean, like, knocking out its entire stability in just one round of shooting. Because I would take that. I would take that very, very hard. Hide, turn, lob the missiles. If you get anywhere near him, you will knock him over. If you get anywhere medium to him, you will set somebody else to knock him over. And if you miss, please miss far enough that you hit that guy in back. So you landed in the mid-ring now, so you've set him up to be knocked over by somebody else. I'll take it. My opponent exactly would love to see a replay on that, especially since I missed it. Can you tone down the flat? I can't. I can speed up and slow down the pace of that animation, but because of the way this thing is, like, packaged out to people, that's about all you can do. You can go back in the video if you're fast enough. You can get it if you go to clip it. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to wait a little while. All right, little Tommy's up first. Wow, that's actually rather impressive. Rolling a 26. If I get up here, I can theoretically hit somebody. Buy me somebody to shoot. Sorry. Stop right there. Be in cover. Be ready for doom. Or not. I hate it when it does that. Dang it, I have a 15 to 20 second delay. If you refresh, it might be better. I know a lot of people have been saying that since we've changed over to the new setup, they've been having a lot better time actually with Twitch delay. So. Know exactly who you are, and that's why I'm going to kill all of you. I said Big Iron ain't moving, but Big Iron don't need to move. We're going to have to save for Arizona Ranger. Everybody else is going to have to walk. Or, you know, Redhead Child, that's an option as well, I suppose. I think that was Hellstorm Artillery, which is unfortunate, but it's not exactly the end of the world. Fire everything, just make sure you knock him over. If you can blow his head off, that'd be great. No, we're not going to be that lucky. We are going to knock him down. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Off he goes into Bobbleland. Who is next? Kobold. Kobolds are tanks, right? Not particularly big ones either. Fire a whole bunch of missiles at me, though. I may come to regret my statements about how small he is. You are powerful and excellent. Pump you up, yes. Got two, we're sharing. Fudge, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to click the next mech screen to see who's driving. Okay, Chaparral's absorbing fire. We're, I guess distance tanking is the way to look at it. It's a small, hard to see vehicle and it's very far from you. Your accuracy is garbage. Ghost GST 111. I do not like Ghost. Oh, this is an especially easy Ghost to kill though, because he does have an XL engine. So we should be able to pop him. Of course, little Tommy's now going to be incredibly inaccurate, but that's not really the problem now, is it? You're going to stand still because you don't really care about movement. You're just going to start shelling people. And if they're accurate on you, that's fine because you can absorb some fire. What the heck are you? Peg Leg Marksman. Yep, he has. He has the Hellstorm. Luckily for us, he's only going to have that for a few turns. Not because of anything I'm going to do. He's just going to... Well, eventually he's going to run out of ammo. Which will happen sooner rather than later, just based on the way that things normally work. Captain Fenner, what do you mean? How did... No, just recalculate your actual accuracy of the target that I care about. 80 brute, 7%. A little while is a long time. If another 12-hour stream, Tarek was awake a while longer than last Saturday. I live in Pacific. So I'm actually trying to stay up late because of the people in Pacific. I wanted everybody to have an opportunity to watch, you know? Pop! This is what, ooh, beautiful, and a nice breaking open up. I wanted to be available on Saturdays in a much wider time frame, because some people had mentioned on the survey that we put out that for the European people, they're generally about to go to bed, and for for the Americans, normally you're either in work or you're just getting home from work and you just want to chill, so you don't think about it. And then it ends right about when you'd start, like, just hanging out. Oh, this is really, really bad. Will you stop that, please? I didn't realize it knocked them unsteady, and I should have. I'll be back to see if better latency on mobile now. I'm wondering if it matters. Ah, that sucks. Atlas is the Kraken, it seems. Wait. Which Atlas is a Kraken? I'm confused. Just stay outside of the fire. That way we'll be totally fine. No issues. Kobold, new, Alicorn. Tempting, actually. Oh, that Alicorn's what shot at me, duh. You are open, though. How open are you? Both side torsos? I can shatter a lot of gear in there and maybe kill you without killing you. Throw in a bit of Warlord, get ourselves to that 50% maximum mark that appears to be our problem. And we'll aim for the face to actually... No, I'm aiming center torso, that way it should spread out a bit. Hit those side torsos as much as I want. Come on, come on, come on. Death, how? Nope, ammo explosion. Never mind. What time EST did you start to? We started at 2 o'clock, so 3 hours and 49 minutes ago. It is taking severe damage. Jeez. I think this Alicorn is becoming a major problem. Killing the Atlas may not have been very useful to me. Okay, even more. This is a lot of fire. Not too much, but I'm always a little bit unhappy when I'm getting shelled before I can actually get into effective range, which I think is a common problem for everybody. You want to be able to do something back to him. You don't want to just sit there and take it. Oh, you have a long tom too. That's cute. Is it a long tom cannon or artillery? This is the truest question that you must answer. Achilles is gonna run out like a madman. Say, shut up and shoot me. You punks, you won't do it. I know you won't do it. See if we can't hit him on sort of a drive-by and set up to a listen kill profile on the missiles. Gives me a 3%. Whoop-de-doo. Jeez, this Griffin has not moved. Because if I'm not mistaken, the listen kills give me a bonus to moving targets. Oh no, it's just a flat -2. Oh, this is a Victor. Okay, so we are dealing with a long-time medium cannon. This Victor is not the hardest thing to kill if you can get in range of it. The problem is we're not. So we may struggle a little bit. If we can get him to medium X pulse laser range, we can get him to start wasting his fire using that. And if I can get Arizona Ranger anywhere near any of these people, they are just going to go for a nap. Solid hits on the Griffin. I'm actually rather surprised at how accurate that was. Archangel, everybody brace for pain. Miss, 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 miss. Oh no, there. Can I get to 17 without knocking over Arizona Ranger, please? Oh, thank God we got it. Vigilance. Gotta be the most frustrating thing for the enemy to have to look at. It's like, wait a second, what happened to all of the stuff that we just did to him? The answer is you suck. But better captain than all of you. Can I get to 4? Much better. I have 3 targets, which all can shoot me. Oh, I may have made a mistake here. I didn't fully realize the extent of his predicament, and that could cost me. You're going to target the Griffin, and you're going to give him a good old-fashioned cook. Temperature, I can handle that, so let it rip. I'm not going full bore just yet. I don't have the accuracy for it, and I'm not set up in a position to do so. Can't wait to see you fighting super heavies again. Depending on the supporting force, we may actually be able to do a little bit of that. I think it's possible. Because, to be honest, the 150-ton Marauders were actually not all that scary. Like, they are so overhyped, and if they get into a good position, they can kill you, but there's ways to mitigate them. They're packed with a whole bunch of risk rack 5s. So, they're interesting, but once you have control of the situation, like, once you have artillery, They're not as much of a threat as they otherwise could be. We also did fight 200 tonners. Although, even as I say this, I have to admit that at least one of those missions that we did was like one of the last missions of the campaign that we did, and we got rocked. Came in with my whole force, and we just got gutted. It was embarrassing. But it did teach us a valuable lesson. Never let the enemy have your side. You will die. Or at least come to regret it. Alright, I'm going to cook everything. We'll start cycling fire because I don't think we're going to get much closer to him. Oh, solid hits. Very nice. Hoping for a good crit? We did not get a good crit. I was hoping for a crit that would open up his entire side torso, detonate him like a fireball. But that is not going to happen, now is it? Alright, pull back. And we're just going to start bullying this griffin. It's a 5% accuracy, but who cares? Artillery doesn't work on your puny random numbers. Artillery throws scatter die. Oh, great, there's adjustments. Of course there's adjustments. Only 1 or 2 per mission I think is possible, but there are missions with 6 lances, with 6 or more. No, we ran into that. It was Orcas and the Marauders. And Godzilla, of course. Or not Godzilla, Raxilla, of course. Raxilla, of course, is the worst thing you can possibly run into for quite a few reasons. I am so sorry, Kaeger. You're going to have to walk this round. I just don't have enough resolve to get you moving again. So just brace up and be a big old-fashioned target and let them shoot at you. But if there are still missions, I mean, eventually. Like, are you suggesting we're going to run out of missions? I find your premise to be interesting, if a little bit unlikely. Can I hit you with a precision round? Can I hit you with any? It's just going to be a bad shot. Oh wow, we actually did hit his head. So really, I need to be funneling as much scatter damage as I can just to kill out the pilot. That is unfortunate for him. Ooh, good shot. I think. Yeah, definitely hit. Hopefully she did not jam the gun. Big brother! Can I get Big Brother across? No, Big Brother will be in the middle of the thing and those vulnerable. Really don't want to offer you up on a silver platter, but at the same time, like, part of your job is tanking, so please bear with us and tank well. Not those MRMs with improves acids. Yeah, we'll go improves, and we'll just continue to harass this guy. Can I go range mode? Got accuracy jump in range mode. Fire. Got 1 hit. Wow, we actually had most of the Gauss rifle hit as well. Yeah, we've secured the knockdown. That is the main issue with BattleTech. They dump you with more lances than you can deal with a lot of the time. There's very few ways that they can balance that, though. Like, they can only improve the AI so much. They don't have, like, the full tools to work with. So, like, how do you increase difficulty without being able to tune the AI? And the answer is just throw more metal at your face. There's not much you can do with it, unfortunately. Unless you have control over how the game looks at its AI and can manage for that. You've got only a limited number of controls to work with. Oh, this is so dumb. I don't want to do that. But actually, no, I do want to do this. This would be really cool, but it wouldn't be smart. Arizona Ranger, unfortunately, is suffering the problem that most of my torch boats have, and that is because you are trying to get close to an enemy who is really not happy with you getting close. They will generally break your face. 44 armor in that right torso. We gotta pull back, or at least get deeper into the jungle. Like that. 3 pips of evasion, moving further along. We have some distance working for us. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Wow. 70% accuracy at this kind of range. That is impressive. I don't care that he's knocked over. That is impressive. See if you can't just boil him alive. I know that seems kind of cruel, but at the same time, he's got big guns that he keeps shooting at me. I think it's a Gauss rifle. I am very uncomfortable by that fact. You know what? I'm gonna full torch. No, I'll save it for the victor. See how you handle this, though. What do we got? Heat roulette. Ooh. Ooh, that's a torchy boy. Alright, Ifrit. Move fast. Die young. Leave a beautiful corpse. Jet booster's still nice and safe. 7 pips of evasion. Yeah, that seems good. I don't need to engage with it yet. I mean, I've got a single light AC-20. How's the redone Arizona holding up? She gets shot at a lot. Like, she's very good if she can get into a position where she can do something to you. But until that happens, like, she's gonna get shot at a lot. In the most uncomfortable ways you can imagine. Okay, 3 pips of evasion plus a shot and a low angle. I don't like the low angle, but I'll take the shot. How badly hurt are you? Yeah, plow him open. Just remove every last bit. If we get it close enough to him, center torso ought to be nice and juicy. We missed, but I mean, we still got close. Now, I really like the 6 plasma cannons. I think that's a very nice inclusion. I think it gives me a lot of options, and the range on that is surprisingly far. The downside is I still miss my quad AC-20 shots that would fly out from the 2 UAC-20s. That was still impressively fun. The thing is, it needs a friend. I think Arizona Ranger needs a friend, and without a backup right now that is designed to also get in there really hard and quick, it's placed in a position where its weaknesses can be more exploited. And after all, it only has so much armor, and once you're out of armor, you're screwed. So I can't be as aggressive with it as I'd like just because they shoot it too much. Which I suppose is a pretty common complaint from most commanders. I can't be as aggressive as I want because the Germans don't stop shooting at us. You could ask them very kindly if they would reconsider the whole shooting us shenanigans. And they have opted for no. Let's send that kill. See if that helps a little bit. What you got? Oh, the Cobalt's coming forward. That's adorable. What do you got? Are you packing a gas rifle? There's still an alicorn in that group. No, you're packing pretty hard-hitting missiles that are... Oh, gonna make Big Brother suffer. He's only got 1 pip of evasion, though, so it's not that bad, I suppose. Achilles, run! You're actually doing pretty good in the armor department, so I'm just gonna shove you right in the middle of the face. There is a mech that I wanted to have dead. It's dead. Okay, lovely. I want you to mark the alicorn. You can't mark the alicorn. Alright, never mind. Victor doesn't really matter, since his accuracy, again, doesn't really matter. Oh, it's a kaiju! Okay. Yeah, that's the problem. This king crab. I like a king crab. They are very cool mechs, but I don't have parts to them, which means I'd have to start from scratch. Which I can do, but... I'll hit that Victor anyway. I'll hope that his wild inaccuracy makes him totally useless against us. Kaiju, what is that doing all the way out here? It's a tier 5. Speaking of monsters mechs. Yeah. Hale, how many mechs has the boss wrecked today? Like friendly or enemy? Enemy, we're closing in at 30-something, 40-something. Friendly, we have had no mechs destroyed. Vehicles are another matter, and I'm a little bit annoyed that the effort was nailed so perfectly off of 7 evasion. It's like, dude, really? Oh, I pulled that one out, and then he nailed the Rommel. That's okay. Rommel's designed a tank. It's fairly tough. Partially because of the whole pirate design. We've decided to make our Rommels tough mechs. Centurion, CN-10B. Alright, nailing little Tommy, which is not great, but at least the laser AMS protected him from most of the missiles. What is evasion in this game? I know, it's so questionable. Just don't get it anymore. Let's see what we got though. One of these people will die. It will be tonight. Ghost coming forward. Ghost's big weakness, of course, being them side torsos. Can you please stop hitting little Tommy? He's not built for this. Old Arizona needed support and definitely massive amounts of AMS, but AI seemed to kill things dead and headhunt based on certain factors. Like, would it target my crappy hetzer with mixed arms for medium range? Moving penalty setting. Well, we're gonna lose the Ifrit, so there's that. 21, we're gonna lose the gosh darn Ifrit. Hate it. Wow, good shot. Victor's just managed to nail Big Brother with a long tom shell. So if he's still standing, I'll be kind of surprised. Fly. Oh, it's not gonna matter. How badly hit did Big Brother get? Not as bad as I thought, probably because he's using thermals. I would not recommend thermal rounds. I would recommend the biggest, nastiest screw you guns that you happen to be packing. Not thermals. Thermals ain't gonna help you here. Evasion seems to make a difference about half the time. I don't know. With missiles, evasion just never seems to do as much as possible, but then I guess there is a lot of evasion reducing items when it comes to missiles. Angel, gonna shoot Big Brother. Gonna miss Big Brother. I'm gonna take the height ground advantage on that one. Might be a mistake coming down. I should just stay up here and shell the crap out of him. Really, the effort can be recovered? No, probably not. Woo! Came close. The efforts don't seem to get recovered very easily. And now it doesn't even tell me. It just gives me the parts after. So that's a fun thing to learn.
Yes, Commander.
I'm not sharing the round, so I can do whatever the heck I want. Spin up there, get ready with artillery. Generally, you want your artillery first, because then your artillery makes them unsteady. Unsteady just makes everybody else accurate, and then we'll have a good party. Pop. I have no idea what sort of wind or spin we put on that shell in order to get that little pop-up. But, I mean, I guess I can't argue with it now, can I? Ready, child! Supercharger is still on. Probably should have turned it off last round, but we wanted to get close. You gotta come right up in here, and then we're gonna create your own custom forest. Vigilance. I know, I probably needed it for somebody else, but you know what? It's funnier this way. And because I'm trying desperately to get Chaos in range of something, so he can punch it. I'm not in the Inferno further down the hill. Yeah, he's been lobbing Inferno shells all over the place. 50% on the Hag. I might even make him more unsteady. Hags do a lot on that normally. Come on, don't make me a liar. That did almost nothing, of course.
What's up, boss?
Rommel, step out of the fire and just keep shooting, I guess. Like, you don't really care now, do you? You were designed with one thing in mind. And that is just brute force combat. My force shall brute you down. Full blast? Is the game gonna really get annoyed with me about this? We're gonna have to reset after this game. After this mission, because I'm thinking that we're starting to get really caught out by the memory bug. I'm so happy that you could miss every single shot. That was beautiful. 16, we got another one on 15, and then someone further down the list. Kaiju! That AC5 should be able to hit me. Oh, the PVCs can as well. Hold them off as best as you can, kiddo. You're gonna need it. It's all the fires. I mean, there's that. Yes. 15 is Chaparral. No. Come on, guys. I'm trying to save it, Ifrit. Oh, no. Ifrit's come at the very top. Hopefully, it will come in high enough in order to save its own life. Come on, I need a direct hit or close. That is neither of those things. How much we got? Come on, come on. Yeah, the game is lagging so hard. Oh, no, the fires? Nah, I don't think it's the fires. I've been noticing it since the last battle as well. I'll leave my chaparral allowed.
That's all you got?
Don't taunt them. I mean, I suppose you can because you're free up until the point when you break my stuff, and then I get very, very, very angry. Alright, we're walking through more flame. This is going to be great. You do, however, have an ultralight gas rifle and like a super laser, which you're not going to be shooting because, oh my god, that heat. I guess you're just shooting the ultra gas rifle and the MRM 60s. Hopefully this will be a sufficient number of MRMs to 60 this guy. Nope, they're not even in range. Of course not. How about you? None of the other range brackets would work. Although apparently I can handle that, but not that. Okay, so the one super on laser I can do. We got rocket. Got one hit. We're working on it. Just need the body. Alright, redhead child. You're not done. I mean, this is such a dumb plan. I don't know how else to articulate the fact that this is a really dumb plan based on how much incoming fire that is. But like, might make it in the next turn, and then like So that'll be an Archangel getting suplexed by an Atlas. And when you say it like that, can you really possibly deny it? Although, wow, that Archangel sucks.
Double time. Let's go.
Now where's that Irby with the nuke? Hopefully nowhere near here. So Vigilance will gain guarded and entrenched, which I already have, mostly. Well, the entrenched will help because that'll make it harder to knock me unsteady, which is what the next several rounds of combat are going to do to me. Alright, Ifrit's weakness is in everywhere. Because of course it is. Ghost I don't care about. 15 on the Victor. We should be able to knock it over. Alright, I gotta get you out of here. I am not willing to lose you. Boost. As far as possible, just disappear. As far as the enemy is concerned, you never existed. Enemy turn. Range 25. That's this dude over here. Right here, by the way. I don't know why the game zoomed us so far out, considering he's right here. Oh, that'll be the Cobalt. Yeah. I wonder how much Cobalts are worth. Because I think it's a hovercraft. If it gets shot down anyways. Hopefully not. Come on. Cut me some slack. Okay, no streak lock. Good. Little Tommy's having a bad day. So is Arizona Ranger, which is why I'm trying to hide Arizona Ranger. But the enemy happens to have a really good concave. Oh, and that makes life way more difficult than it needs to be. Hi, Mr. Victor Man. Can you rock? Can we light you on all the fire, please? I don't think these do actually any stability damage, but that's not the point. The point is the heat. Trying to get control of that. Achilles is already almost short a leg and has been charging an Alicorn. By the way, for those of you who do not know, an Alicorn is one of those scariest sons of guns you're ever going to run into when it comes to actual enemy firepower. We're going to run right through that. We can only be seen by 2 units, of course, one of which has a Hellstorm cannon and heavy PPC. Because it's the Pig League. Oh no, it's a light PPC. Lovely. Hellstorm's ready, so it's going to be shooting someone this round, and that's going to hurt a lot. Can't remember how much exactly, but it's like 400,000. Wait, what? Cobalt is 6,000? Oh no, it isn't on you. I'm saying that the AI is going to be a jerk and take it out. Yeah, it's cheat after all. What are the chances of double yolks and eggs? I have 9 in the past 5 dozen eggs. I think you need to contact your specific farm who's been providing these eggs and say, hey, what you doing? There's a 400 to 600 per piece. Okay. So Cobalt would be a good pickup. I mean, of course, there is the Kaiju. I understand, but like we're running out of money and I need to sell things and oh god, stop killing me. 55 damage. How? That was a plasma gun, wasn't it? No, maybe not. PPC on overload. Big iron. Right. Don't miss, please. I need you to actually like stand up and be a champion now, instead of being mostly mediocrely acceptable. So do your thing, nail him 3 times, and we can all go home. I mean, that'll work. That'll be the knockdown that I needed. Pushes him further down to the initiative, but more importantly, now I can select target locations, which will kill him badly. Unfortunately, Arizona Ranger is about to get all of that back.
Losing internal structure.
Please don't be. No, he's gonna die.
Watch my heat levels.
Please stop dying. Can I ask for that, please? Cobalt Jackson cash. Excellent. Money is Cobalt, Alicorn, and Archangel. See, I tried selling a mech. It was a fairly big and powerful mech, and I got nothing for it. It was super cheap, and I was very, very angry. Because I had spent a lot of time getting this thing. Okay, where can I hide you so that nobody can see you ever again? Or did I just make one gigantic mistake trying to get in range? Okay, so definitely the former. Right? No, the latter. That'll put me in range of Centurion with a unknown ballistic. Our knocked down Victor, who has an open side torso. Tommy, you're going to have a really bad day. I got bad news for you. Because I can't provide him cover unless I come back up here, and if I come back up here, then I'm sacrificing the actual turns that it took in order to like fight him. He's also running out of armor in general, because he's not designed for this at all. He's designed for just carrying this behind the lines. I didn't realize that there was no bloody cover. Obviously, we have to go up. It'll improve our chances significantly of surviving. Target him. Aim for that open shoulder. Let him way short. It's not gonna work for me. Archangel bug parts sold for 600,000. Oh, cool. Local farmer getting them from organic and no GMHO. Ow. Don't kill my redheaded child. My redheaded child desires to kill you in the most glorious way possible. I like her. No, well, Chaparral first. Chaparral can hit things. It's very cool. Yep. Wrong button. I don't want to do that because then it's going to swoop in like that and I can't move it. Alright, we are desperately trying to kill this guy before he stands back up. This is a primary mission of ours at the moment, so I'm just going to keep on putting shells right on downrange. Want him dead. Want everyone around him dead. Also, the main danger group over here, I don't have anything to deal with it just yet, but I need a little time to figure that out. Though it means he treats his chickens well, and it depends on the type of chickens. They're not the evil dinosaur chickens. Oh. Are you done humiliating my best mech? I just don't have any solution to that problem. Aside from Rommel standing still and saying, hey, shoot me, you jerks. Bring it on. Punks, what you got? Nothing. You got nothing. You're running around down there like ants. You don't know what's going on. You fools. All of you. Oh, we got a hit. That should break it. I could have sworn this Victor had an XL engine. And that's how they fitted the long-time cannon. Although maybe not. Long-time's not that much heavier, I suppose. But for normal chickens, about 6 to 8%. Oh, that's cool. I was really hoping that AC-10 would miss. Like, a lot. Okay, we need to start overloading everybody. If you have an AMS capable of overload, which bolt-on AMSs are not, it needs to be going at maximum tilt. Because otherwise we're going to just keep getting shredded here. There's only... Do you have a bolt-on or a real one? You have neither. Chaparral has nothing. Light carrier has nothing. And Achilles has... Okay, Achilles already said. And you are... Yeah, totally loose. Alright, Rommel's up. Oh, right there, I thought. Oh no, never mind. Never mind, I'm being dumb. Slipping right behind him, avoiding the fire. And we're just going to keep shelling. Can I please kill this guy? Oh, how humiliating will this be if I fail to kill this guy? That is the truest question that we now have. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and lob. Break it. Break him inside. Make him suffer. Okay, that was not quite what I had in mind. But I get it. I think. Teen. Who's next? Centurion. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Can I ask that you stop seeing my super nimble aggressive mechs that are made to not be able to move because of, well, frankly, really low stability limits. I feel like something has gone terribly wrong that I can't raise my stability much higher than it already is. See anybody, so you don't care about moving, so just set up. Getting too single-minded. I'm too single-minded on this. Ignore. Abandon the target. He is mostly useless to us until we actually get in range of him. Okay, we're gonna drop in this alicorn just to get everything started. He's surrounded by friends, so... Oh, it's a risk one. That's cute. Lowbrow is getting 50% with double yoke. Nice. He has beaten the international average by 2. That was a tremendously good artillery salvo. Alcorn's going to shift and shoot the Arizona Ranger, which is probably going to open it up. I know. I feel so bad for him. He's like... I need him, but I can't put him in the field. Not like this anyway. Oh, good. You managed to miss most of your shots. I can work with that. entirely my fault. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, okay, so he really wants my Shap dead. You can kill my Shap in 15 more rounds after I run out of ammunition, blasting it into you. Yeah, they understand my artillery is a significant threat and needs to be dealt with. Big brother! Just continuing his slow, steady maneuver off the mountain. Similar problem happening here. He's just getting dominated because of long-range combat. Cobalt would be a nice pickup, but around the wrong side. Same problem with you. Our demon is unknown energy. You know what? Let's help him out. Activate our super lasers in standard mode. Okay, maybe not standard mode. The 42% may be required. 35% accuracy off that one. I can work with that. Turn that off. Keep the temperature low. Double tap with that. Large super laser set to range mode for the extra accuracy. Make it hurt. I got tandems on the way. Where's the firefighters? We have a force fire out of control. I suppose we are a form of firefighter. But do you pick them up for yourself, or are you provided, or are your provider happy with you because of the blue cake? The victor stood with its no weapons. If it can get within melee range, it can charge, and it will probably kill itself on that charge. Oh, you are in range. Vigilance. Because we're gonna need it. Shoot, I should have done vigilance after to clear out his stability problem. Do I berserker now for the accuracy bonus? That is the true question. Accuracy is a +1 accuracy, so it'll be a little bit significant. Yeah, I'm gonna berserker now. I've got to get in range and then I can start bashing. But as long as I'm out here, I'm not providing anything of use. 495 damage. If you hit this charge, Kyogre, you will probably obliterate this pirate demon. Come on, hit the charge, hit the charge, hit the charge. Oh, okay, now wait for the follow-ups, because it does 25 damage, and then it does 25 damage chunks up to how much charge damage you did, which will be... Come on. There we go. Gone. Taken. Annihilated. Wait, who got wounded in that? How did you take internal damage? Oh. Let's not look at that. Good job. One punch back. Oh, the supercharger overloaded. Did I? You were the one driving it. You wanted that melee attack, didn't you? Yes, I broke your supercharger. We are going to have to deal with that in some way or another. I believe I have extras, but not many. Suplex the tank. I figured you were going to RKO it. Chaparral doesn't care for your shit. We'll look at that later. Wouldn't count stomping a mech fu. Really? Have you ever flipped up a skateboard by stomping on it? It's so cool. Now, here's the problem. You have to survive standing there in the open. To be fair, you do have the guarded entrenched. And at the moment, Arizona Ranger is like sucking off a decent portion of fire because it's just so dead. I'm so sad about Arizona Ranger. I'm not going to get to him until 20 and I've got at least 3 more mechs to come through. Not fair. Until he's like, screw you. None of this. None of this crap. You mean Irby with a thumper? I mean, yeah, you can do it, but it's an R60L with a thumper. You're doing 10 damage. You have to get the range out, but the range isn't all that great anyway. So, like, why? I'm just praying and begging that he doesn't max him out. Come on, you can do it. All Daddy wants for Christmas is a standing Arizona Ranger, because if he falls, he's dead. Like, he's got 29 left in this shoulder. Really? Oh, it's painful. Please focus on the giant Atlas standing in front of you instead of ruining my hyper expensive stuff. Or Big Brother. Yeah, sure, that's fine too. Shoot Big Brother. That's good. But back in the little bit, it just happened because of witches. Big Tommy, or Little Tommy's still running away. Achilles is still getting absolutely blasted. It currently has 3 pips of evasion. I will not be able to replicate that. So I'm just going to let you reserve and pray to God that you don't overcome. Then, of course, we are going to continue our attempts to run away from people having long toms because, oh my god, can these people stop having long toms?
On it.
Alright, where's the shell going? That is a good question. I have a very unsatisfactory answer for it. Oh, of course. No, never mind. I can't. I don't reach. I would go that far, and hopefully it will scatter into him, but it kind of did scatter into him. Anything with a thumper or higher on the evolutionary scale is to be taken seriously and taken out. I don't necessarily agree with that. In tabletop, thumpers are just not impressive. Oh, fudge! And over she goes. Damn it. This is gonna be.
Battle mech down.
Okay. That was a thing that happened. On the one side, he saved the mech. On the other side, like, I needed that. This is painful to watch. Get over it. If battles were always stomps, they wouldn't be any fun. I'm impressed by some of their magical competences. Be given rewards detailing such heroics. No, the pilot ejected. That's my problem. So they blew off the canopy to get there, but the pilot is no longer in the mech. Makes life a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Because now I don't have a mech, and I believe I've lost a +2 accuracy fire control system. And that is the moon, Coppertop. Not with the... Yeah. I should have to play Gray. Oof. I feel that one. Give me the chest. Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, but our own artillery is about to come up. Yes. Artillery! It's for you. It's what's for dinner. I've been lucky, this campaign. Congratulations. I could hit you just for giggles. I don't think that actually gives me anything. I'm gonna focus this alicorn. Hit it with fire, see if I can't make it even less accurate. Oh no, I don't have fire with you. Never mind. Yeah, just fire to face. I felt kind of short, but still in the general area of just the nuclear test site that I've got going on here. Question is how much damage the alicorn... Oh, he's got to go for Big Brother. They're ignoring Red-Headed Stepchild. Red-Headed Stepchild is standing in front of them with a 10-ton axe, and they're ignoring him. I feel kind of insulted.
Awaiting orders.
Like, what do I got to do to you to get your attention? I am clearly in front of you. Oh, maybe it's the stealth, though.
Firing.
Shells. It's wrong, but that's good. More fire.
Standing by.
I think everybody has injuries in this game. I don't think you can avoid injuries. Even perfect play will generate them. Make them pay for that mistake. What do you got? Now we're starting to get through. We're actually starting to close in on it. So the last of our airbursts. It's not going to matter all that much. But it should be interesting.
AC-2 ammo gun.
Push from airburst to standards. We're going to empty the rest of the bin. Got 20 left. I shoot off 16 at a time. Oh, I might actually empty all the bins on the test vehicle. Or the light carrier. Hey, you care about the redhead stepchild. And you're just going to pour in all of the pain into that. Ow. That was really painful.
Waiting for orders.
Rommel. God. This is such a wonderful metaphor. Move slightly here while on fire.
Coordinates received.
Take aim at our newest top guest, I guess. And yeah, throw it in your PPC, why not? Ooh, we got a hit, and the Typhon is everywhere. Agreed, raging is okay when the game calls for it. Bugs happen, game crash, confirmed cheaters, multiplayer. Streamers who just get totally furious if they lose due to lack of skill and time investment in the game doesn't get watched for very long. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that. I've seen a lot of tantrum streamers, so so there are people who absolutely want to watch someone throw a temper tantrum over a video game. But I'm surprisingly zen on this. I don't feel like I'm out of like I'm in a position where I'm going to lose. I may lose some. And to be fair, the ejection was probably the best thing that could have happened. I was even considering it. I just wasn't sure how I'd be able to get it out. So the fact that the pilot took that matter into his own hands and did it anyway, there's some frustration there, yeah. But like at the end of the day, he's just saved me 6 Gauss rifle or 6 plasma rifles, as well as their adjacent ammunition and rocket launchers. Like, this is not really a bad thing. It just, I would like to have that under my control, at least for one more turn, so I can just absolutely rickroll something. That might actually be really good to knock him unsteady since we are right on him. Or is that the people way back? Every now and then is okay, but full time. Yeah, some of the biggest streamers on this site are like absolute crybaby ragers who will scream and moan because everything went wrong, or even small things went wrong, or they thought that things went wrong. Like I see them. Like, I don't mean to talk down to people, but like they are definitely on the stream. No. And like you take notice of them, but it's also one of those like, wow, really? That's what you do? Good night, Talik. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you have a wonderful dream-filled evening with all the fun that you could have possibly had. And enjoy. Well, we try and break this Centurion, which I think we will. We probably have the firepower. Yes. It's the unsteadiness that I was hoping to trigger. Big Brother finally getting like out of the fire. Ooh, no, I need to get back to steady because they've been shooting at it pretty consistently. Do I see you? I do not see you. Okay, since I don't see you, I'm gonna hurt that Centurion more. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Can I get a full? Kind of. I'll have to slow step it next turn, but I might actually be able to do some really interesting damage. This keeps changing on me, it feels like, but maybe not. Oh, nailed that! That looked like a head kill. Like, I think we kind of nailed that pretty hard. Wow. We get a game. We fired 60 missiles in his face. But I want to, yeah, pilot incapacity. I think we blew the head off. Wow. I think we nailed him with multiple Gauss rifles to the face. I want to know. 30 armor. Yep, that's a headshot. What it? Yeah, it was like that was like 3 Gauss rifles to the face. That's impressive. Okay, so yeah, that deserves its own award. Good job, Ifrit. Continue your sightseeing tour. I hear that there are some beautiful planes over in this direction. Oh shoot! I need to turn off your jet booster. Please stop. Please stop being on. You have a 14% failure rate. Ooh, 25. Wow, we share 25 with a lot of people. Centurion gonna back up. He's gonna shoot at Redhead because he realizes Redhead's the next one. But who's in back? Achilles. See, this is the sort of tandem combo we're working with. Because like I don't want to get Achilles anywhere near the target, but like he can provide fire support. And especially he can provide point defense, which then allows Redhead Child to be standing in the middle of the field with a grin and a gun. See once I can hit. Alright. You did hit. That was a beautiful round of shooting. That was absolutely beautiful. So kudos to you for nailing him to the wall. I'm going to brace again manually because unfortunately there is no place that I can stand. Oh no, that would be in the force. Never mind. That's fine. I'll be able to handle the smack to the face. Up here, physical weapon, fire the guns, 90% accuracy, 240 damage. Hit him with the UAC, baby. Good morning. Oh, nailed him. Nailed him. And then the missiles, just for the giggles. Is it gonna be like full maxed out? Yeah, he's full maxed out. I just gotta tap him on the head and he'll fall over. A grin, a gun, and a big ass axe. Pretty much, it's exactly what it does. Oh, love it. Center mass, baby. All of that went center mass. If I actually had a second round of Berserker, you would have been able to shatter through his entire center torso armor in one punch. That was beautiful. Because now, every time we nick that Senate torso, he doesn't have anything there. I might be able to open him up and go for crits. Redhead Child, about to get shot at? Possibly. Oh, if he misses, if they shoot at Redhead Child and they miss, they'll knock over the Archangel. So, come on, Griffin, miss me. Oh no, they're going to shoot the Chaparral. They really hate my artillery. See, I have placed you in an environment where you may excel, where you may do wonderful things. So, clearly, a clever leader. Little Tommy. No run. Run, little Tommy. Can I get out of here? No. Alright, so I'm going to set up like so, because my left side is actually a guarded side, so I can use that. It's not much, but I got some. Place yourself there. I'd love to shoot the Archangel, but I got a friendly too close. And do I have a longish range? I do not. So I would be trying to nick the Jess. The Jess is in good condition. It's too great a risk to potentially hitting Redhead Stepchild, because I need Redhead Stepchild to stay up, stay mobile. Because I want him to be pounding with that axe on every single turn. I want him to be hitting that axe like Gimli. I have at least 2 chaparrals in the bay. I have 2 pilots injured and rotated the drivers into mechs. See, I would love to have the kind of mech base that you guys get. Like, I mean, like, we got multiple Ifrits. We got $12 million in the bank. How do you people do this? Also, Achilles needs to be careful because Achilles is currently running on a bum leg. So please don't get your leg shot. That is the only thing that I pray for you. I would love to walk, but I cannot. Oh god, I'm not even going to be able to run at sufficient speed in order to keep myself alive. Alright, you're going to reserve because you are doing exactly what I need you to do. You're sitting there with an active laser AMS. Work on mech access. Got the power. It's an all-encompassing form. Big Iron, you're actually still in really good condition. And this is kind of what you do. You skirmish, you shoot from long range, and you nail people with Gauss rifle shells. It's kind of the name of the job. Could pound you, could pound you. I do have a shot on the Alicorn, though, and I want that Alicorn dead. Want him and his tortillas. Dead! Oh. That's a fine ray of shooting. I got really lucky the first 2 planets are working. Lots of good pay missions and really lucky invites. Nice. Alright, we are going to have to put in a cut here because it has been an 1 and 7 minute long stream already, which means either I'm going really slow or we got distracted, which may be the thing. So I'm going to put cut in here for YouTube. YouTube will have to come back and revisit exactly what has happened. And yeah, they will see the conclusion of what's going on in a future episode. So let me just do something real quick so that I have it all set up. Audio mixer, put that in there because I want to make sure that I don't deafen you guys. So I'm going to take the desktop audio, I'm going to jam it all the way down. Because I have a special thing that I'm doing with it. Could the Alices get 2 X's? I don't know the answer to that question. But I suspect we may end up finding out. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I've been T-Rex. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every single time I release one of these videos. Press the little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.